Hi Scorpios, welcome to your reading for the super blue moon in Aquarius in August 2024. We're just going to pull out all the stops, see what the energies want to bring through, what spirit wants to bring through. Thank you for those of you who participated in last month's free reading giveaway. If you want to enter to win a free reading on 9/9, you can put free reading in the comments and I'll announce the winner. Usually I announce it on the day, sometimes a little later. So just thank you for your patience. Also, thank you to those of you who have subscribed recently. I really appreciate you all. And to those of you who have been watching since I started my channel, I appreciate you as well. I love reading for you all. Let's go. Nice. That felt really solid. Spirit, please protect this reading. Send any negative energy back to sender, transmuted tenfold for the greatest good of all and harm to none. Archangel Michael, please bring clear, concise messages through for my Scorpio collective regarding this full moon especially. And Mother Mary, please bring compassion to these messages. Kali, Ma, please cut any negative energetic cords or ties to energies or entities no longer serving us, send them on to the next greatest plane of existence to finish out their karma there. Burn the karma sticks associated therein in the alchemical flame, violet flame of Saint Germain. Amen, amen, so mote it be. That's I don't know, an alchemist prayer is what I'm calling it now. The drum. The drum is coming out reverse. Card 15. This person has an eagle, and it looks like they have this drum almost looks like a moon, but they're holding this stick, the drumstick back here. And the drum in at least my culture signifies the womb and the umbilical cord. The stick is like the umbilical cord, and the drum itself is like the womb, and it's the sound of the heartbeat, and we tune into the heartbeat of the earth when we drum together. So this is reversed. The rhythm of the drum tunes you to the beating heart of the universe. Its wood frame links you to the trees and helps you journey to the lower world via the roots, and the upper world through its branches. The drum's skin gives the shaman the powers of the animal kingdom. Striking the drum calls forth the power of the thunder and the rumbling of the earthquake. The drum invites a trance state where healing and prophecy happen. You travel to the beat of a different drum. It's time to acknowledge you do not fit a mold or role or relationship that is not in tune with you. Find your rhythm. Respond to the heartbeat of the distant drum. The price you pay for lingering becomes higher with each passing day. Now is the time to move on. Ooh, okay. Well, I think that's really lovely energy for the full moon, because as we create wishes on the full moon, we're releasing. So we can manifest on full moons. It's just that the waning energy of the moon is where we release energy to make room for that manifestation, which we hope comes to fruition on the next full moon. So we're creating this cycle. Oh, I hit the mic. Sorry. I was actually drawn to see. We did a full moon ritual together a while back, and I wrote down some stuff in here. Release drains on my energy that do not serve my highest good. I think that's a pretty consistent one. Blockages, energy, self-saboteur. Okay, solutions, sleep, fun, third chakra clear, conscious awareness cultivated through meditation, forgive, reclaim your power. Okay, I think that this was 3 months ago, and I feel like that's the ending of this cycle. So maybe you started to manifest something like 3 months ago that's coming through. Oh, this is interesting. That's the Muladhara chakra, I think, the symbol for the first chakra or the root chakra, by Ravi Yogini. 21. Let's read this. This is from the Kali Oracle deck, which has really been vibing with me lately. And the other one we used was the Mystical Shaman Oracle. So I'll just read a little bit of this. The numbers 15 or 21 might be significant to you, as well as 7, by Ravi Yogini. Sublime by Ravi, fierce with sacred rage, cannot be deceived nor deterred. She's unflinching, fearless, and determined. She causes that which is unworthy of the soul to flee, and secures divine protection for the authentic soul path. Whoa. Her presence empowers our hearts to face our fears and signifies that we are ready to overcome anything that has held us back. And I'm getting that's for lifetimes, like generations of karma. Just um her presence empowers our hearts to face our fears and signifies that we are ready to overcome anything, excuse me, that has held us back. She gives the power to fulfill our heart's desires and reminds us to embrace our unique path with confidence. The sixth of the Mahavidya wisdom goddesses is Bhairavi. She is the wrathful emanation of Kali Ma and the conqueror of fear. Her name means both formidable and terrifying. Why would we be afraid of our beloved Divine Mother? We can recognize that she is fearsome in the sense of divine magnificence and inspiring awe, like a force of nature powerful enough to rattle our inflated sense of entitlement and invincibility. She becomes something we can revere rather, because we recognize with relief a power so much greater than the small minded workings of ego. We can dedicate ourselves to alleviating the suffering we see in the world, if that is what motivates our hearts. Yet we can also take refuge from becoming disheartened by the extent of our task, because we recognize divine greatness and capacity. The entitled mind of a young soul may misinterpret such magnificence as an excuse for apathy. This is why she must be fearsome to such minds. The fear of God is necessary to trigger inner growth until the love of God is enough to motivate our hearts. Oh wow. So this is love eclipsing fear. By basically going into the eye of the storm. The eye of the storm. I'm seeing there's the movie called The Good Dinosaur. I think it's on Disney. And there's this like carnivorous pteranodon who is like sort of a cult leader who's been taken up into the eye of the storm, and he's like, I don't know fear, I've seen the eye of the storm. And he's just kind of radical. You may have been in a bit of a like, I'm hearing like a spiritually radical place in the last month or so, or getting to like sort of the precipice of what feels like this big culmination of like tidal energy in the spiritual realm specifically, but that could most certainly be emanating into other places in your life. So we're going to see what that's about. What is this by Ravi Yogini? What is the fear that you were facing, Scorpio? The Tower. Your own nature. This is you. This is your nature. Seven of Pentacles, reaping what you sow. I think this is you really learning how to work with the beat of your own drum. You're the Tower. You're the one who brings, I'm hearing like alignment, karmic alignment. Like I saw this video today of a woman riding a bike through the streets singing some wild song is what I want to say, and then she just raises her hands up into a heart and just is pedaling without her hands on this bike, and the caption was me when I enter somebody's life, and it was just like la la la, and I feel like you do this with people. You enter people's lives or the workplace or space, and shifts occur. We all of course have impacts on one another like this, but I think yours may be at a more destructive bent because of this soul vision. I'm hearing like you see things from the perspective of the 5D, and you bring like a lens from the 5D into the 3D, and anybody living sort of incongruently with their soul path is going to feel interrupted in their flow by sorry, I just got a weird message. Interrupted in their flow by your presence in their life, even if it's just minimally. I wonder what this Seven of Pentacles is. The King of Wands. Oh, especially because you know what it is that you are doing. You may have like a lot of self-confidence, and it's not something that's bred into your ego necessarily. It's self-confidence that comes from the fact that you've done a lot of shadow work. You've been through plenty of towers, like you know how to alchemize that which has died, and you know that it's planting seeds or roots for the next emanation of life. You're familiar with the process of that rising from the ashes. And so you take your steps with this sort of crown of activated action and courage that comes from your alignment of with the divine in the co-creation of your life. And this emanates outward like ripple effect, a ripple effect into other people's lives. My throat chakra is wanting to just totally shut down right now. The Chariot, you know what your work is too, and it's not like, and the High Priestess, I was going to say, it's not like in the physical, it's spiritual. Your work is this, it's you walking with this perception, this lens of alignment with your higher self. And it's really uncomfortable to some people. Oh my god, the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Yeah, you're super aligned in the 5D and the 3D, and you move forward like um unabashedly. I'm hearing King of Wands, the Chariot, the High Priestess, the Hierophant. That's really powerful energy, but it's tempered by this Seven of Pentacles. In the 3D, you might appear very, oh no, I almost said demure. I've been spending too much time on social media. I'm so sorry. It's a good word. It's just the fads. Maybe you don't jive with the fads. Maybe you do, and you just come off as somebody who's just very unassuming, and very average and very normal. And then people kind of get to know you, and it's not you they're getting to know. It's a reflection or emanation of their higher self speaking back at them. And it doesn't have to be even you speaking. It's just your presence activates. It activates. We use activation in my yoga teacher training instead of the word triggered. I wonder if that is something like maybe you trigger people. Four of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Nine of Swords. Why? Nine of Wands, Temperance. Huh. What is this? Okay. So your future energy is weird. It's like the 3D and the 5D in your own sort of bubble. You find balance. You have balance, and even a little bit of anger I'm hearing towards maybe your collective or the people around you or just in the world that ignore the presence of spirit or higher power. Flashy like displays of ego and stuff might really piss you off. And you could live modestly, Four of Pentacles, for this reason. Like you could be a minimalist. That has come up in your readings before, especially recently. Justice reversed is interesting. This card always speaks to me of the dark divine feminine, which kind of reminds me of this by Ravi Yogini. The dark divine feminine knows how to cut out what is no longer serving her, and without mercy. She can be merciful, but she doesn't necessarily have to be. She has a good side and a bad side. I feel like somebody has done some sort of injustice to you, and this could literally be like, this could be your internal thoughts about yourself. It doesn't have to be coming from an external source, although you have the Knight of Swords here and Eight of Cups, and then the Two of Cups and the Lovers. So it can be a romantic relationship, and then you have the Three of Cups here that talks about like third party situations and stuff. um Interesting. Somebody could be I wasn't going to do like a love reading, but this is the full moon. Somebody could be coming in telling you they're walking away from a third party situation and fighting their own sort of instincts or impulses to be able to give you a solid like love connection. Two of Cups and the Lovers. They're in Knight of Swords energy, and they're coming from Seven of Cups. So they've carefully considered their options and what it is that they want. They went from 7 to the 8 of Cups. So they're progressing. Your response to this is the 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands, and Temperance. I think you've really been through a lot. You may have really like this person coming in to give you this message might have you really activated, and just remind you like of everything that you've been through. And I have a feeling you may tell this person like, okay, and just see what happens. Kind of approach it with an air of non-attachment, because you know they're doing their own healing, and obviously their presence in your life is creating a space where you're activated and there's healing to be done as well. So I feel like you're having grace with the moment, and you're releasing any attachment to the outcome, and you're just seeing this sort of reflection for what it is. This person and you may activate one another's shadows, or vice versa. Maybe they see like a possibility for their light to grow in your presence, or vice versa. But ultimately, what it is that you're seeing in one another is really just an activation of experience that already exists within you because of the presence of this person. So it's not even necessarily them you're seeing, or it's not you that they're seeing. It's whatever emanations of potential or present moment awareness occur because of the mixing of your energies, which may very well be temperance. You may temper each other's stuff, which is really cool. I'm curious. It seems like it came out of left field, because we were talking about your spiritual development, and we were talking about like patterns of co-creation with other individuals who feel activated or triggered by you. And so this person comes in activated or triggered by you, and you're activated and triggered by them, but it's like you both maintain the awareness of the experience in multiple dimensional levels. Does this person have that awareness? I'm curious. Knight of Cups. I think they do. 7 of Cups. Confirmation. The Emperor. Okay. 6 of Wands reverse. They're afraid of 10 of Cups. Wow. They're afraid of their emotional stuff, I was going to say. And they've been wondering if they want to take like an emotional deep dive, essentially, because they like to have control, the Emperor, over their circumstances. And 6 of Wands reversed, diving into their emotions makes them feel like they don't have the 5 of Wands, the upper hand, or like they're afraid of their 10 of Cups. They're afraid of a love connection. Why? I mean, we all have our reasons why, right? The Tower. Oh, oh, oh. You're the Tower. This is your energy. Because the presence of you in this person's life to bring about the hope for a 10 of Cups, it's like ruining their whole jam, their pattern, their way of doing things. What it is, like the reason they're doing what they're doing with their life is because they gave up some sort of hope for something. And you're activating this person, whether or not it's like they're hoping for something with you, or you have some sort of way of life, or you live some sort of way of life that they're like, oh, I could do that. You're inspiring this person, and it's making them want to like consider other ways of doing things. I like that the Tower came out. 5 of Wands reversed. Okay, they're not gonna fight anymore. I'm hearing that song. Ace of Cups reversed. Don't wanna fight no more. Alabama Shakes. Don't wanna fight no more. I don't wanna fight no more. Don't wanna fight. Don't wanna fight. Don't wanna fight no more. Ace of Cups reversed. Four of Cups. Justice reverse again. I heard a interpretation of justice reversed. I think it was, oh, I can't remember her name. It was really interesting. I don't think I can remember the interpretation anyways. It's like you not being able to rise to the potential of your capabilities, or like you're not doing that because you don't feel like you've got what it takes, like your internal, you have imposter syndrome. This person may have had imposter syndrome and they were just sort of surrendered to it, and your presence in their life has awakened them to the self-sabotage here. And Four of Cups, like Five of Wands reverse, they've been fighting themselves this whole time. They've been fighting a new emotional beginning because they didn't want to look at their emotions. They were not in a place of wanting to deal with emotions at all. They were the Emperor. They were in their fire energy and air. Yeah, and then Four of Pentacles is you, and somehow it's like you both met on the same sort of playing field. And all of this, you're a water sign, right? With the Tower is water and fire. I don't know, it's like wherever you're at, you activated their water, and it's like welling up for them in this tidal wave. I think that's the second time tidal wave came up in this reading. There was a big tsunami in Japan last week, I think. I hope everybody is okay and recovering okay. It's wild. Okay, let's get a little bit more for this message because it went into a love reading, which I wasn't expecting. Seven of Wands reverse. You may need to put your guard down in order to create with this person. I think that you've sort of come to the realization that no relationship romantically with another person is going to replace the relationship that you have with spirit. And I think that was the main point of the last message I read for all of you. Spirit says surrender. Maybe check that one out. But this message is about you sort of now having to do the opposite, where you have surrendered to your relationship with the divine as being this like all fulfilling thing. And now the divine is like, okay, well, here, are you ready to go back into the matrix? Can you maintain your awareness in the matrix if I give you this counterpart? If I give you this job that you wanted? If I give you the path, like if I show you the way, your soul path, are you brave enough to take it? King of Wands, you've got everything it takes. Your intuition, your logic, your understanding of like pattern recognition is standing out. What is this Two of Cups? The King of Cups reversed and the High Priestess reversed. And the Chariot reversed. What? Ten of Swords. All right. So Scorpio, you could be like really, really psychic, and it could emotionally destabilize you sometimes and make you feel really stuck, or at least it did in the past. Ten of Swords. There's something about your thought process that has been completed in this regard. So pursuing, or rather working in tandem with the divine, is not going to lead you to that place anymore of destabilization as a result of like learning your esoteric secrets. You know, I feel like you've sort of gotten all that you are going to get from your journeys into the, you know, the astral realms or lucid dreaming or whoever I'm talking to. It's like you sort of run the gambit on the mystical experiences, that you're a pro there. But when it comes to just doing the human thing, right? That's the most important part, is the reintegration into society. In the hero's journey, I've talked about this on this channel before. Joseph Campbell in The Hero with a Thousand Faces talks about how the last step in the hero's journey is reintegration from his journey, like outside of the cultural norm and even into what is deemed in some cases madness, and will stay madness unless the nugget of wisdom from that chaos, that realm of chaos outside of the collectively accepted conscious experience, is given meaning and purpose in that bubble of the collective conscious experience. So this is a deep dive into the unconscious, and you're used to those. You're Scorpio. You're a deep dwelling, dark dwelling, exoskeleton shedding creature. But I think you're wondering, how do I temper this nature of mine, this weird offbeat drum that I have, with the 3D? How? And I think this person, whether they're here for a season or to stay, it's like, I don't know. Either have you met? I think you've met this person. The Wheel of Fortune. Maybe not. Maybe you haven't met this person. It's gonna, and the Devil. That's interesting. So you might meet this person by Sagittarius or Capricorn season. They could be I don't know why I'm thinking Sagittarius, Temperance, and Capricorn. Okay. But you could be seeing 10-10, 10-10-10 for closure. But what I'm getting is that this person, whether or not you know them, you will know who this person is, because it's like you both feel you have something to do together. It could be at work. Like you could be assigned some sort of partner project at work or school. I get that if this is somebody you work with, you don't necessarily get along with this person, and they may even like gossip about you, and think you're kind of weird. With the 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands, you know this, and you sort of tempered your ego around the encounters with this person, understanding like it just is what it is. Maybe even chalked it up to a loss. But something about you two having to work together or running into one another creates this activation of events unfolding. You may work in the justice system or in some kind of legal system that's corrupt, and it's like you two find common ground around wanting to like fight against the same forces. What's the 4 of Cups in this person's emotional space? 9 of Pentacles reversed. If this is a romantic thing, this person's tired of being single. They're like, I'm over this. This sucks. I don't think that's where you're at, but you are being encouraged, yeah, to let your guard down and let your mind go towards what brings peace. And I think that this connection is going to really be bizarre to you, because you may feel the urge to speak out, and it's like your logic and your intuition are so on point, and you're so used to just taking action, right, and just doing what needs to be done. This is different. What needs to be done in this situation is, it's like an exercise of the skills that you've learned in your metaphysical space, and how those apply to reality. So the ego, right, in reality, if we know the answer to something, wants to say what that is. Oh, okay, like I know the answer to the question, teacher, like let me answer, right? But the sage, who knows the answer to a question, isn't there to like tell the answer to you. The sage is there to create space for the experience where you can come to the answer yourself. And I get that you don't even recognize this sort of sage quality in yourself, which you clearly have. And this experience, this encounter with this person activates an understanding for you of like, oh, now is not the time for me to act. Now is the time for me to be present with this person and their experience. And just like, if you've been through what they're going through and you know how to get through it, they're not going to get through it the same way, but you might understand some like metaphorical similarities between your experience as it was and their experience as it currently stands, and you may be able to like literally just energetically hold space for them because you know what that's like. Like if you've ever encountered somebody, I was gonna say on like a bus who is homeless, you know, and you're on your way to work, and you don't really have the time to like listen to their story. Maybe they want to tell you and they're just super insistent, and you're like, I just need my space. Like, I'm not wanting to hear that, you know, I'm going to get off on the next stop. I don't know. I don't know why this story's coming through specifically, but it's like, this is you recognizing that your work in this moment is to stop and listen to that person's story, even though you feel like you just want to tell them like what to do about it so they can just get on with it in their lives. That's not how healing works, right? A lot of us, we need to experience it. You can tell an alcoholic not to drink, it's not going to help, right? Like you can tell a single mom that she needs to prioritize making enough money to pay her bills, right? But she's living paycheck to paycheck. And when she has a little bit extra to like splurge on, you know, eating out one night instead of cooking, it's because she needs to conserve her energy because she's exhausted from working 3 jobs, you know? Like you can't tell somebody like these are the solutions to your circumstances. And also you're recognizing I'm a person who has the wisdom of circumstances to which I was given solutions by working with the divine. So you might sort of be acting in a way like a guide or a guru for this person. Certainly don't step into that role without somebody coming to you, right? We don't proselytize or like force our beliefs on other people. And we certainly don't assume or presume to be in the role of the guru or the healer. People who find what it is that you offer useful follow. And that's simply it. Okay. This energy got messy for a minute and I felt the need to clear it up. I'm going to leave these ones. Yeah. I think that what this person wants to offer you is love or a relationship. And I think that you may also be like, I don't know that that's actually the answer to this. I think it's going to be different in everybody's different circumstances, right? Like everybody's different, but I'm hearing a solid romantic connection in this encounter would be like I I don't want to say that. Uh, no, it would be the cherry on top. It would be just the icing on the cake. 4 of Swords. It's gonna make you feel peaceful. This is birthing some new, the Hermit. This is birthing some new version of you. The Empress. Yeah. This could be somebody that you have a family with. You had the 10 of Cups over here and the Empress. You could have expected that you were alone in your experiences too. The Hermit, like you could have expected that you would never meet somebody who could understand the occult, the weird metaphysical, spiritual stuff that you've been through, and you may open up to this person. Yeah, Page of Swords, and like the more you learn about one another, the more you're like, Knight of Wands. Okay. the more you're like learning. Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. The more you learn about each other, the more you're realizing like the connection goes deeper. It could have been started merely as like attraction. This person could very well tell you like they didn't want to give to the connection because it really activated their shadow and like showed them how much work they needed to do. The Knight of Swords is them rising to the occasion. And they may still have a lot of work to do in the realm of like lust. Knight of Wands, Seven of Swords. But the Ace of Wands is like a new vision of even the meaning of like sexual encounters. Knight of Wands, Seven of Swords. That may they may get some messages about the significance of those kinds of encounters, what they mean in the 5D and what they mean karmically. Ten of Pentacles. Whatever this connection is, it's beautiful. It's bringing in beauty. And that's not what I expected from the full moon. I expected the full moon to be like this by Ravi Yogini. But this for you, Scorpio, because of everything you've been doing, all the shadow work you've been doing, everything you've kind of gone through to get to this place of like really maintaining some sage wisdom and being able to keep your chariot balanced as you move forward in the beat of your own drum. You're inspiring somebody. And so because of the shadow work that you've done, the clearing, the fearlessness is really, it's not around the shadow at all at this point. That's your comfort. That's your realm. The shadow for you now is the light. Now you're like, oh, how do I let the light in? That feels scary. Let it come in. Let the light in. Embrace it. Enjoy it. Be open to receive. It's going to feel scary as hell. And the results are going to be beautiful. And I think that when we get to a point in our spiritual development where the worst thing about it is that we need to finally eat the cherry on top, it's like not wanting to eat the cherry because you don't want the enjoyment of your Sunday to be over. You're putting some sort of finishing touches on a major spiritual karmic milestone in your life. I'm really curious to know whose reading this is, who it resonated with, and also if you had any like other questions in the reading that you wanted me to address. I feel like a lot came up, and it is a general reading, and it's going out to, you know, a lot of people, but I felt like there were some threads that I just didn't catch on, you know, or I didn't come back to. And you might be just going over some sort of review process at the moment, especially with all the stuff in retrograde. I'm not an astrologer, but the astrology's just bonkers at the moment. You could be just reviewing some things like, if I had done, could I have done, would I have done, other pathways I might have taken, and the ones I didn't. And here I am now. And I think you just feel so aligned in what you're doing, even if you don't see what's coming. That the work now is faith. So here's the T. Here's the T that I drew the phrase on the T. Trust is the question. Love is the solution. How do I trust what's coming? Love. You're in love with the divine. You're in love with your path. You're in love with your spiritual journey. You may even be very much just in love with people. You may just love the miracle of life unfolding around you. Whoever I'm speaking to is very attuned. I'm being drawn to, I want to pull, I don't know. I feel like there's something. There's something. I don't know what it is. 8 o'clock. Four of Cups reversed, Six of Cups, Six of Wands reversed, Two of Wands reversed. It's this person's energy is in your energy. Five of Wands reversed. Okay. If you've been feeling indecisive, if you've been feeling like you've been wavering into boredom and out, or like your fire is kind of lit and then it's gone, it's this person's energy in your energy. Five of Wands reversed, Six of Wands reversed, Two of Wands reversed. It's them deciding, all right, I'm going to put the ego down, all the fire reverse, right? And I'm going to step out of this Four of Cups, and I'm going to give equally emotionally to this connection. Two, one, two, three, four, five. Oh, that's the Nine of Cups. Okay. So they're going to give their emotions to their wish fulfillment, which they haven't done. I don't feel like they've, in a long time, not since they were younger, like surrendered their emotional desires to their heart space. You know, there's a heart here on the Nine of Wands. They haven't allowed their emotions to steer their ship, so to speak. They might be taking a major leap of faith in doing this. Okay, that's their energy. So if you've been feeling a little bit wonky in your energy, just know it's theirs. Ten of Pentacles and yours. I think that you two have Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles confirmation, have a lot to do together. The butterfly has these green feet on it. Stay grounded, and stay grounded while you come from the heart. The green is the color of the heart chakra, and of course the feet talk about being grounded. Seven of Pentacles. You're very grounded in this energy. This person is still learning to navigate the waters of their emotions, but I feel that they have a lot to look forward to. Just a warning that you may feel if you connect sexually with this person that you might pick up on the energies of other people they've connected with. Like, you're very highly super sensitive, and it's important that you distinguish the subtleties of those energies. So maybe spend time meditating or writing things down, just noting the energies that you felt, because a lot of these aren't yours. You're a conduit, you're an open channel. Whoever I'm talking to is a channeler, or a seer, or a reader, or just a highly sensitive person. So if this person connects with you and that's something that you experience, Seven of Swords says this may be something that you keep to yourself. Should you tell this person? Four of Wands. The Hierophant. Yeah. Yeah, you should. It might actually kind of freak this person out a little bit. It might make them sort of step into the realization of their own possibility for divinity, or alignment with the divine. And then the Four of Wands is beauty, celebration, twin flame union, 1111, and marriage, all of that. So I think that, yes, in answer to that question. Okay, this was a long one. Please let me know if it resonated with you. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you all next time. Happy full moon.